Bruce Carnahan here for Backways and Byways. We're in Washington, D.C., which isn't exactly a backway, but we're in front of the Smithsonian Institution. This backway is something kind of, well, many of you have been to Washington, D.C. and went through the 14-plus museums of the Smithsonian. But I wonder how many of you know the story behind the story of the Smithsonian. And it's all resting in that little room there to the left of the main entrance. The man who started the Smithsonian was James Smithson. He was an Englishman who never visited the United States of America, but he was enamored of the United States, and he funded the Smithsonian after his death. The way it happened was like this. He was illegitimate. His father was married to his mother's cousin, and his father was a man of considerable fortune and what shall we say, a man about town of prestige. And James grew up to be a scientist and knew scientists from all over the world. He never visited the United States, but in his will he left all of his estate to his nephew on the condition that his nephew, if his nephew did not have children, then all of his estate would then, and his nephew died after he did. That gets confusing, doesn't it? Let me try that again. So he left it in his will so that all of his money would go to his nephew. But if his nephew died without having heirs, then all the money would be given to the United States for the purpose of the establishment of an institute, which he wanted to be called the Smithsonian Institution after him, James Smithson. And so it was, after his nephew died, the money, Congress was notified that the United States was receiving this wealth. Well, as is Congress's way, they debated for an entire year whether or not they could even accept the money. Then when they accepted the money, they sent Alexander Graham Bell across. No, it wasn't. No, okay. I'm jumping ahead of myself. They went, they secured the money, and after the money was on shore here at the United States, Congress debated for almost a decade more as to how they could actually enact what Smithson's wishes were. And the top of the story is that after it was established, Alexander Graham Bell went over to Italy where he was buried. They got his remains, Smithson's remains, and there they lie in that room to the left of the main entrance. The founder and benefactor of the Smithsonian. This is one of those backways and byways that you might not have known about without backwaysandbyways.com.